You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Building tomorrow today with Rightmove. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Rightmove Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Rightmove, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Rightmove Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future.
For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hey, yeah, hey. Voices come. Credibility, now we are building the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Man, them girl begin the secretary power. You can call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like a nigga we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. Go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah. Voices come. Hi, yeah. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, God begin, let's get the power. You call on me, count on me anyhow. We speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, hey. Voices come. Hi, yeah, hey. Credibility. Liberty, now we are building news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, that's a get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, girl picking, that's a get the power. Call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like a nigga we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, my sister. Hi yeah.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. We stream live now Facebook, YouTube, and also our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Wednesday morning. My name is Khadija Bagora.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today now Wednesday, the 4th day of February 2026. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we get a lot of issues we can discuss inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, like all the time, as we can look at major issues that we get to do with public interest. And for today's own edition, we can continue the conversation we get to do with the Constitutional Amendments Bill, where they now in Parliament. Well, the latest developments regarding that, Parliament, after we then they don't do the first reading of this particular bill, and then say because of the nature of the bill and the process we go for take for letting members of Parliament and debate on them. They don't ask that people and the public, be it a group or individuals, for file their own position paper as to waiting concerning the amendments them whether they do now the Constitution. We go forget that particular conversation then at this edition of the program, and also we go hear it from a constitutional lawyer. We go can explain your own perspective. If you think say salon ready for a new constitution, we dey get that conversation then at the program this morning. And also we dey continue with the issue we get to do with the fine where the PPRC be don levy against the All People's Congress APC party for second statements them where the PPRC say during the mammoth meeting where they get over the weekend, statements and become what they believe say contravene the PPRC Act. Well, this morning we go for can hear from the party, waiting and think about this and waiting next after we the PPRC don't give them 7 days for circa the 350,000 leones fine where they don't levy against the APC. We'll get to that conversation there as well.
Well, this and other issues then at this edition of the Breakfast Show for you this Wednesday morning. You say for the watch week, we'll get the opportunity at some point for send we your message, your comments, your thoughts on any of the issues them we discuss inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. And also send we your text message on any of the comment section them na any platform where you watch we. The number we for also text winner +23274200545 for lady part of the conversation. So many things that we can look at this morning inside this edition of the breakfast show. So not gonna we continue for the with we as we get different segments and bring in different people. We go talk on the topic and the issues them where we they discuss inside this edition of the breakfast show. So many things going on in a small salon. So go make sure say we bring Canto na all the things them way they happen na the country through the breakfast show and other programs them where they come to you live. Yesterday we start for look at the issue we get for do with the fine where the political parties regulation commission when a PPRC been levied on the APC where na the main opposition national member over the weekend on Saturday then be there na the Atuga mini stadium outside then say then the all a mammoth meeting outside then gather with them supporter them and tell them about some of the things them where them believe say no they go right na the country. The APC been talk about so many things them among them things here then be talk about the constitutional review process then be also take a position. Also, I will see the deputy chairman, one of the acting chairman now, Ambassador Yansane, being read the position we get for do with several things them way about governance, especially the tripartite agreements where they've been signed with the government of Sierra Leone. But according to the APC, they say the other party not only respond. And from this meeting, make the PPRC say then find it. Although the PPRC not on be specific, but yesterday will be host them. We then talk about several things them we get for do with the National Secretary General of the APC and that of APC member Zainab Sharif. We talk about things them where the PPRC say this go against them PPRC Act and also against a communique where the political party then be don't sign with the PPRC. When they go straight to the conversation, or they start with the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress, where na CDI at Tunis, we go can talk about them party position concerning the 350 million loans final PPRC say they don't find them. But before we go to that particular issue, the CD, good morning and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Mabel. Thank you very much for getting me out this morning.
All right, before we can look at the fine where PPRC don't give una and waiting go be una response, let we go back to Saturday or the much talked about mammoth meeting where una all na the Atuga mini stadium. Firstly, what in be una idea behind that meeting?
Well, I mean, I don't say as a political party, we know, formally engage with membership in that manner for make we abreast them with really waiting to happen, not only inside the party, but in the country as a whole. And we nowadays at a defining moment as a state. Also, we don't see several things that they happen we get for do with the future of this country. And if we get them things that they wrong, it go unbog this country for many, many, many years. And if we get them right, it also be good for this country, for generations for come. And one such constitutional amendment where this government they try for push through. The other now the census. And also we get certain aspects of the implementation of the recommendations from the tripartite committee where we feel say at this stage we need for let the people that begin understand exactly which are them things where they happen, which are the positions where the party don't plan for take, and how we could get them buying and make sure say at the end of the day when it get to them, which exactly we as a party go expect of them. So their engagements and they don't start. And we start on our western area, which we want to rightly say Atuga Stadium, and we hope for take them across this country.
So that mammoth meeting then exactly what in the APC party be wants?
It is exactly because I mean, we first of all be one for let people understand say at any given time, with membership always ready for listening to we. I mean, it could have been much more, but let we understand say the APC engage in several activities right now That same day, so we'll be getting mammoth meeting. We had teams out engaged in preparing people in the provinces for lower level elections where they start this Saturday. But then even before the meeting start, we see the several attempts also by people who try for sabotage. I see we spend several hours, they try for refute a video we been circulate on social media. We say they don't shoot people, they don't kill 4 people, and so nobody know for good. But in the end, our people still turned out, and for us, we are satisfied with that we're able to send the message. That is one. And secondly, also, for the facts of say, with all of waiting that happen around the party, and with preparedness for the Saturday elections, we will start, people were still able to come out in that number. Majority of the one that we want to lead the party structures were there, and so we were able to send our message to our people. But one fundamental thing also we send out, where people need for take part of, is we were able to refute exactly what in the earlier video depict of we party. We went there, we were peaceful, no fracas, no happy day. We send with messages and everybody scatter peacefully. So that's what we have always been saying, that we are a peaceful party. We can call any large crowd, we do it to one, we accommodate.
That crowd, then now waiting the APC call a large crowd?
It is. I mean, considering, the USA will limit her, we not bring people from the provinces, we not bring people from nowhere. This is just Western area. And those, even the Western area, it was limited. So we turn people out and we send our messages, and I think that's enough for us.
When you say the Western area was limited, what do you mean? Not to everybody when they expect command do or certain quality.
Well, we know, because first of all, let's understand, say, we send to the police. We get police clearance. And the police give we limited things they will for do. No rallies, no processions, no nothing. So which means we just get the means for transport people direct to the field. So that is why I say we limit them to certain areas. Areas who will not see people go easily access Atuga, who will not go put them into trouble. Who will not go, way something in processing to Atuga, police not go disperse them, police not go tear gas anybody, police not go arrest anybody. We not want any of that. So that's what people need to understand. I know see people that say, hey, because of the limited scope where we will get as a political party, then say no procession, no nothing. People will go straight na the field. Therefore go straight and assemble at the field. So we had to be also careful as a political party. Forget with people in another field, they peacefully and pulling this peacefully, especially also we know say the earlier videos we go out, we see I'm saying a trap for we. People were just waiting for any small thing for happen. They say, we talk. You see, APC, they can't do anything past hala accommodate. So we were also very careful as leadership of the party for make sure say, we guide with membership, we do it in a way we'll go send with message peacefully, in a way we'll not go risk people, and at the same time chaos not go commodity.
See, the way you go say to somebody we go say that particular meeting, the APC be lack the message, all we to not talk nothing they we knew, and especially when a leadership been fail for conduct themselves in an orderly manner, we land on to the topic we can discuss earlier, because there's this video of the Secretary General saying things them we are not going to repeat, but I sure say what they talk about, saying things them against a sitting president. For you, was that politics or not disrespect to leadership?
Plenty things they will come on at that meeting they were new. Maybe not new to you, but new to we membership. And let we understand, say, we be want for communicate to we membership. make them understand exactly the constitutional amendment bill just come out. Then just send an parliament. We people not know waiting the inside it. We were able to communicate that to them that day. We had a constructive message. We had people we talk, so I not feel say, we not get the message across. It is unfortunate that today we are, or mostly after the program, the message we will send will really not discuss them. Well, we not discuss them on the media because of the one unfortunate thing we happen. We don't lead we to Usai you say we can. A unfortunate, and as a party a regrettable. But for us, we wish that kind thing they not be happy, so that with discussions this morning for don't focus on the message we will give with people and that day and how important the message is then they not only for APC but for the people of this country.
Message be inappropriate for the occasion.
Well, I don't know which message they talk
the
about.
One way on a Secretary General they chant or they sing a song against the president.
We agenda being focused on specific topics then. And yes, of course, and that is why, the speakers, they all will make sure say they stay within that. Any given moment where somebody be one for go out of that, they me as the one will be the moderate the program, we make sure say I check and make sure say it stick with it with
but
the
we fail for check and bring back on a Secretary General to the agenda, because he kept singing that particular song with full of inappropriate words against the president.
I not see it within you they talk about.
You not see the video?
In terms of because if the video I watch the video.
No, we cannot.
Then I can
Even if we
then I'm not going to say we'll not check. Me don't tell you as a moderator say the one we moderate the program say I made sure people stayed on message.
So that
anybody will try for go out of message, I bring them back to message.
So does that mean that moments where, because on a be live, even Liberty, so on a being paid for let we do the coverage. So we were there as well, the public been they watch. That moment where you talk now on a Secretary General in yes. Now draw you be the drawing attention, like you say you been there and you ensure say anybody want go out of topic, you do them back. Was that what you were telling him? That moment where we see you the whisper something to him?
Well, I be they say many things. It could be that I tell and say let's stick on message. That is one, and also for round up for other speakers. But so of course, I make sure say people stayed on message. So if Secretary General like when I say they want go off topic, yeah, of course I go whisper now.
If they want go off topic based on the agenda where una been get, where be they do that chanting against the president?
Maybe I not see the chanting it.
But
whatever it is, I was there. So whatever it is, if Secretary General chants something we not correct, I whisper say no, let's come back to the topic where they are for.
So the party they take responsibility of that chanting where the Secretary General make during on a
First of all, we don't know
as a Secretary General of on a party.
First of all, anything I want to say this. We are a responsible political party, and we very much, aware of, what the laws of this country say. We very much also get high regard for the offices, including the office of the presidency. But of course, as a responsible party, if we have a program of that magnitude, and we designate people for talk. If they state something where we feel say not appropriate, we will take responsibility. However, let us also be mindful say in this country we are in a democracy, and in a democracy people get their own rights also, where they're entitled to under the Constitution of Sierra Leone. We as a party, yes, we will condemn statements made here and there. But let us not forget that people also get it right. Here we don't sit down. They don't refer to APC as unprogressive. And many, many years of, I'm not trying for justify anything, but I'm just saying, in many, many years of the former presidency, they call her Alibaba, they call her this, they call her all sort of names. Are they buy or just they buy all sort of names? So people have to understand that these things happen under democracy. Yes, as a political party, we organize program of that magnitude. We, as the leadership, we have statements we'll be supposed to make, and we made those statements. Whichever statements they make, where people then feel say not appropriate, we go look at the circumstances, we go look at the dead. But I cannot just come and sit here and assume, say, okay, this person say we're not appropriate. That is why, even with the letter we don't receive from the PRC, we not they just react. We call the lawyers, we look at the letter, we look at what in the law say, and then we try for see if violation happen. Because it not mean say when somebody makes statement, violation happen. You get for look at whether in fact it is defined under the laws where they want for fine, we say we don't violate. And then we go react based on that.
CD, you say we are in a democracy. But again, me say democracy gets guiding principles.
Correct.
In as much as democracy, they talk about various things, them especially for una way they into the political landscape. Una for also take into consideration, say, respect for leaders. Correct. From where you are sitting, then the way una secretary general being they talk na that stage, singing, calling on una supporter and for sing with him against President Bio, calling him a thief. Na democracy, Dandy.
Of course, I not justify that one day. And I tell you, say, we have enormous respect for the office of the presidency. And nobody in our party no go, something disrespectful in a manner where we as a party no go condemn or no go stop right away. At some point, me now maybe the moderate. And so I know it is my responsibility as the moderator for make sure say I keep the program right and I keep the program sanitized. And that is why I took on that role day and try for make sure say we secretary stay on point and stay according to the agenda and move away from whatever it is that maybe they do and not correct.
You said that agree say it not correct.
Whatever statements of that kind of statements there is not why we were there. So of course, we as a political party, people can get caught up and say things, but of course we responsibility as a party for ensuring.
So una deserve, in that case, una deserve to find with PPRC give.
No, we don't.
But you say the things then way the Secretary General say not correct.
No,
it's not appropriate for the meeting.
No, we don't, Khadija. We don't.
Why you feel say una not deserve?
Okay, so would the PPRC find APC? So let's say if you wait to make you go find somebody. You go find somebody if something wrong happened for an inaction. You understand? If possible. So let's even say somebody go team up on stage and talk something bad in the presence of the leadership of the party. If the leadership of the party sit down and not take action, then you right for let you find way. Then you right for let you take action.
But there was no clear action from the APC.
But how can you tell?
Una don't condemn the act publicly. He did it publicly.
How can you tell?
And up to this time, I don't think any public statement don't come out from the APC condemn the act, for example.
Which time that thing they happen?
Right, so that it happened, and not get the opportunity for condemn the act. Say we are not here for this. Let's just focus on the agenda.
You wouldn't know that.
But we were watching live.
Yeah, but then you were watching live, but you see actions happen.
Yeah, but waiting in say come out to the public, everybody here.
Yes.
So if we not take action against them because of that, the public is supposed to know.
Anybody will watch that program, then you will not say action happen.
What's gonna be the action will happen? We person Yeri as the Yeri from utterances.
You say you watch the program.
But we never heard somebody from the APC say Mr. Secretary General, for example, we are not here for this. Let's just stick to the topic.
The speakers then all be responsible for waiting and they speak. It happen, it been they talk, when I say it talks until we're not
What
correct.
do you say?
At some point,
What do you say? No, it's like you they put words now with mouth,
No,
or it's like now we they
now
say.
not call me
What
now.
in the Secretary General say not correct? What do
you know why?
say?
No, now public with the address. Me na ban na Karija. Now public with the address. When I don't call me now, when I self they try for get now maybe the program be the live. I was the moderator.
Yeah, but it's like you know
Listen,
what he say.
exactly because I not see a mate.
But you been there live.
If we have been calm, we have project am on.
No, how you go there live? Then we need for projects for you.
No,
You did it live now. You be the moderate.
Because
you they see and they hear all waiting they happen. How we need for project time for you now?
Because several statements were made.
The one way he been they tell the president about being a thief.
Yeah.
You not be hearing down there.
Well, Mabel, what me they talk now is PPRC don't find we don't refer the matter to the legal team, and we as a political party, the action we take them, and we will continue for take them.
What's action on that take against the Secretary General?
No, we know. First of all, the thing is, there are a couple of things where I need for make very clear, and I assume.
Go ahead.
Law na law. People make statements, law na law. We have actions where we go take as a political party. We only wish like the PPRC be engaged with, before the letter even come. But the program happened Saturday, and I sure say that same Saturday, 9 right. So we not even assemble as a party, because by the time we go to our office Monday, the letter was there. So from Saturday, the only time we met as a party is Monday. So the letter was there. So we just now go and focus on the letter, refer to the legal team, and by the time also that letter they can boom, we don't get other requests from the police that we forsake with Secretary General go CID this morning.
So yesterday the police asked Kuna for do that?
Yes.
On which basis? What did they write saying that the reason we made them
I don't feel say they're right. Because we not see letter from them.
So how they communicate with you now?
These are the things also I say. Earlier I talk about rights. And institutions, girls also get to be careful how they try for enforce or how they try for intervene for some of them things in the CID, Criminal Investigation Department. I sure say now that CID day for. And so if you invite somebody to CID, we want for know why, waiting at the crime. But we go there this morning with the Secretary General as how they request. For see what exactly now the crime we commit.
We are saying that because of them things, then they will not press Secretary General
they not tell
say against the president. So PPRC don't find on a phone. Now the same thing they said invite them for.
They not tell me.
Yeah. So what do they expect? When are they gonna CID? So
we don't know. That's where we are going. We don't know. We'll go there this morning for why then still go.
Yesterday we been talk to Zainab Sheriff when one of the people way the PPRC sites na them really so see public as per the final them final and say 150,000 unions na against them. But according to Zainab, in say go even sue una as a party if una pay that money they on in behalf. The APC gets any plan for meet with Zainab Sheriff regarding this particular issue?
So you see, this is another thing where they say now. So we organize a program. We had several people go. You had specific speakers. We been officially slotted for speak. We be there on the agenda for speak. Me not even know size Zainab go talk. Waiting and say talk. And not see and not talk before we. And not talking with presence. And not be there per we agenda for talk. So if then go interview somebody, say something, then you can't hold the party responsible. We not know who side they talk, we talk, we don't know what they talk, we don't know what time would I interview. Anybody can go say anything.
But now
and then you go, Khadija.
But PPRC say now on a member.
Khadija. So PPRC now they are.
But Zainab said yesterday will be asking the same question. Confirms
I not
a member
deny
of the APC.
now an APC program. But what I'm saying is, people they interview anybody at random. If somebody they say something where the leadership of the party not they, we will not know what in the person they say. We will not know whether they interview. We will not know, how we go just can, take responsibility like that.
Then find Zainab because she's a member of your party, just like how they find the Secretary General because they're a member of una party.
Secretary General Secretary General, you cannot compare them to them and the circumstances and the situation. For anything Secretary General say and I go take responsibility 300 times.
So why they take responsibility for Zainab as a member?
Because at the camp, because Secretary General, now the National Secretary General of the party, that's one. Two, he was officially slotted for talk. That is two. And three, whatever statement Secretary General make from start to end, it do in the presence of we all. As a leadership of the party. You understand? So we'll be able foresee what he say, for regulate what he say. Unlike Zainab, where they say talk, where we not did it, where we not invite an officially for talk, where it not be the under power agenda, power program for make statement, for say anything, and where it not make any statement during the official ceremony. It not make any statement. So whatever she may have said, where then one we take responsibility for, she may have said it not in our presence, not as part of the program where we as a party set
So
for we people.
For Zainab?
No, of course we will not. We will not. They are glad instead everyone talks, they will not for pay because she knows that whatever they want for go after and for not get nothing for do it with.
But
as a party.
you watch that then talking in the way talk.
I know what Zainab been talking.
You know ever come across her?
No, I not see her. The Secretary General,
even
without watching the Secretary General, I know what he say. I was there, but Zainab, I know watch Zainab in video it. I not see her mate. I just look. These are very busy times for we, not the party. Just few days we for start we world elections. We are the toughest election. Now we party because now they all with membership they vote. You understand? So and when you look at we executive now, we very lean. So some of the burden a heavy power, the work a heavy power. So that time they go on social media now for watch waiting they go on there, I not get time. So really I not see her mate because from yesterday morning when me day start, in fact from day before yesterday when me day start, no day while they go to bed before 2 a.m. from morning, like when me day don't start so now. So then I take 2 o'clock tomorrow now I go get chance for lay it na bed small self. So then I no get chance. Tomorrow back when I go hold me na media. Say I will go party work, and so these are things. But
the PPRC, they don't give us 7 days, and then say if we not abide to that 7 days, then go take the next step of action when for suspend or sanction on our party activities. Well, and if we still not take responsibility for Zainab in utterances, what's going to happen?
We don't deal with PPRC many times on them kind of issues they are. First of all, we and them they work very well, that I can say. So these are things we can go sit down, we discuss. I mean, every political party get lawyers. Anything we get for do with law, me as PR man, they take me time how for talk about time. You take then to the experts, make them look at the laws, like I say earlier, PPRC then code section of the act. So we lawyers they now and then go sit down, they watch this. Although they not state the statement, then have not state up, then just say Secretary General make statement. So probably the need for tell.
Yesterday we refer to that particular statement when me and say now that on a Secretary General say.
It's in our law. Where they accuse somebody of something, you get for proof beyond reasonable doubt. Oh.
But the man talk there.
Okay.
Now stage
You don't go
it,
just can't say, hey, you don't violate.
No, but CD, now stage a day, you self be there at some point, you even rush to her and whisper something and yes, where you say your responsibility by then and for caution, anybody will want go outside on our agenda.
Yeah, well, they talk now outside of the law. But when it comes to the law, it's a different matter.
So that means Sunaga for challenge the PPRC on that.
No, I don't say so. We lawyers then and then go determine that. Not to me. Not to me
So
go determine that one.
by then things then the owner secretary general say.
No. Look, we are a responsible political party.
But a lot of people say we not behave responsibly. That
Why?
Because of the kind of things them
Which
where
things
a
then?
whole secretary general team up na
So
stage.
because somebody makes statements.
But why was
So
he
we're not
calling?
being responsible.
Why
You
was he
gather
calling the
hundreds-
president a
You
thief?
gather hundreds of people. Well, you gather hundreds of people. Program go, you send message, you come out. If you say, you know, so because of that, you know, like I say, like I say,
President a thief na a decent behavior.
nobody know for call anybody a thief, let alone the president, in a manner in which, you know, when they say it happened.
What do you say,
You know,
CD?
so
You dey
for
talk.
that,
What do you say? Because you be there.
I don't explain me part.
No, but you say in the manner where we they put them as if we they create a scenario will not happen.
I don't explain me part. You don't explain your part. I don't explain exactly what the leadership of the party do at that moment, which is appropriate, you know, and that is where we are. We there for discuss the PPRC letter where they don't survey, and we don't discuss her in that light there.
All right, before we left you, now they can't go na CID. According to you, say police don't write to na request una go to na secretary general. What's una
The police call.
Okay, the police call. Other call for
Well,
clarity.
I don't know exactly, but the chairman communicated to me. Say the police say the secretary general for gonna CID this morning.
So now they go with and this morning
Yes,
at CID. What
sure.
what una they expect?
We don't know. Now they not today invite we. Now they need for go tell you why they invite her.
You sound very defensive, CD.
No, because I mean, look, I'm not being defensive. We say somebody makes statements were inappropriate. We said it. We take responsibility and we don't talk her. But you know, we also want to make sure say in the process there are no violations because in Seven Sierra Leone again your right. You know, there are no violations. So if the police, when a criminal enterprise like that one, they invite somebody, you get to establish the criminality. That is my point.
All right, we'll go follow una throughout the day today for know how down wakade na CID go dey like, because you say then call una acting chairman requesting for the presence of una secretary general. So we go to follow up know how the CID conversation go between una secretary general and that of the police. And a pleasure for get you this morning for can state una position and una get 7 days for pay this fine. How soon una go conclude with una legal team CD?
Well, I mean, we get barrage of lawyers, so we're not going to tell on that. But of course, we're going to respond within the 7 days because, I mean, we know nobody for said booby trap for we. We're not going to fall in any trap.
So for fine on a trap?
Of course, not trap.
Why? Because the people actually say when I go against something where we all don't sign to.
When I make, we go respond to them. If we're guilty, we'll pay the fine. If we are not guilty, then you know we'll establish we're innocent.
All right. Well, they left you there, CD. That's the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. Well, as you know, police invite the Secretary General this morning, and CDC, the leadership, they take the Secretary General to the CID. Continue for Watch Liberty TV throughout the day as we go bring una updates on that. We can transition to the other guest, when Sulaiman Bajati Jansi, we can look at if it's timely for let's Sierra Leone review the 1991 Constitution. Quickly, we take this break, we'll come back, we can talk to Sulaiman Bajati Jansi with the in the studio.
we dey around. Log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staff them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, hey. Voices go. Hi, yeah, hey. Credibility now.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the breakfast show where they come to you live on Liberty Online TV, and we just don't exit Sidia Tunis from the APC. As I said, the CID don't invite the Secretary General for going to the office this morning, and then they go there like we tell you now throughout the day we're gonna updates on waiting go come out inside the invitation the way the CID make for the Secretary General of the APC for go na the office this morning. Well, we continue with the breakfast show. We tell you now say today now this edition we also continue with the conversation we get for do with the constitutional amendments where they go on now as parliament the documents already they don't do the first reading. Later in the program the Attorney General go for can explain to una why then they call for the public for let people carry them position paper regarding these documents within our parliament. But just before that we get at the studio with this morning's Suleiman Banja Tijansi. We just want for can get Insefion perspective on this whole thing we get for do with the constitutional amendments, whether Sierra Leone needs a new constitution at this time, whether the country is ready for it. The question that's what they asked to Suleiman Banja Tijansi, a lawyer, they come give you your opinion about this. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show, Mr. Tijansi.
Good morning, Abel. Good morning, viewers.
I guess yourself don't they follow the conversation, but these whole sections and clauses them not the national constitution where they out now for amendments. Parliament already don't do the first reading and they don't ask now for let the public people away interested send their own position paper. I don't know whether you go for be one of the people and wait some time go get a position on this way go and make official to parliament. But let me just get the conversation. Firstly, you're not person we get vast knowledge when it comes to constitution and you're not a lawyer also. From where this conversation don't start, a lot of people don't come in this studio, don't can tell with their own perspective what they think say need for be done, but we just want for tap in your brain and ask this question this morning: if Sierra Leone is ready for a new constitution. Let's take it from there.
All right, let me start. Salon not ready for new constitution 20 years ago. After the TRC recommend certain amendments in our constitution, who then believes in identity then they leave it to war. So Tijan Kaba start the process. Unfortunately, by the time the Peter Tucker review they done, them don't reach for elections, so you not be able to implement them. And as by Kuruma President Kuruma come, he start all over again. We get the Kawan, the Constitutional Review Committee. Then self meet. Me not be member of that committee. They representing the Sierra Leone People's Party. All facets of society in the Panam. We'll go upline, we'll go everywhere, consult, we'll come out with the documents. Again, they go cabinet. The white paper whittled down most of the recommendations they will be there inside there. And then at the end of the day, no action was taken on that. Basically, because then this talk with the go around was third term. Third term, no right. And then again, this issue about supreme executive authority. So even done. Now President Bio come take him over. This time, you know, go through the process them way Kawan been go through, you know, then consult with stakeholders, and then get this tripartite meeting, who then said make recommendations how for certain changes in the constitution, especially the electoral side of it. Now, for the first term, would they take constitutional amendments in bits? From 1990, 1991, we will get this 1991 constitution. We look at the constitution holistically. And then we take and go cabinet. And then we take and go parliament. And then we take and go to the people. That's nine of the pattern. Entrenched and non-entrenched clauses. Now, the unique side of this particular one, would they take the entrenched clauses now go parliament. Then we say later on, we take the entrenched clauses go parliament. And not also constitution day. Especially when they review, because this is a review process. Now repeal, we repeal the constitution. Not to constitution this way, they patch. You don't need patch this constitution. And I will come to that because me personally, I believe say this presidential system no dey work for we. Because even for make we come together and amend them, look almost presidency don't go to go. And till today we don't get any serious amendments to this constitution. Because why? Why I not like this constitution? Too much power to the presidency, too much power to the executive. And when the power they are concentrate too much on the executive, the other key institutions them, when they want to then they hold the democracy together. When they want to then they guard we the people, you understand them, from this big power politics. The institution they don't weaken. Look now we try for patch the election management institutions, then they patch so now and PPRC and what they call. We left out the most important one, when are the judiciary. When I then get the last say per any election. Because now then go talk, say this man win fairly or this man not win fairly. This man win or this man not win. We left the one and the out right now on this document. So what I say yesterday and I will repeat them back is, we the politicians, they give the wrong impression. The optics not good on this. We don't review the constitution, the whole constitution. Even this government don't review the whole constitution. They're not saying I'm going to stakeholders. Why now for PASAM, we go for begin take and go into two parts. We constitution at we they look who self for the interpreter, who they help them judge them for interpreter. We know they look one section no more left man constitution. You get for look the one whole constitution so that it will make sense to you. So that because something in the constitution that we call ambiguous. That means to say it confusing. It get too many meaning. So for make you know what in give the parliament be wants. Who then pass that particular law day, you understand? You get for look at the one whole constitution and see. So that way they will be able to know the motive of the panel. But now, how we go do justice to this document? You ask me, say, if I go make my own, I go find it very difficult, you understand, because I look at the section, then and the number I go look at. What thing are they look at against? The whole constitution? Or the side they wouldn't get for care go to the referendum tomorrow? Or next year.
Now that's not able to clear it. Even we don't they host the ages severally. And even this morning, for John Way, at some points in the program, we might ask that same question. If now whether these 23 pages where it don't go present to the prelege, or now the entire 1991 constitution, the focus there now on.
Because we get entrenched clauses they wouldn't say for amend as well. We get this the way they want they wouldn't say for. And I just know to the one they are all the unentrenched clauses they within at the report, then they already recommendation they would don't follow. What we concerned about now waiting for the elections. So we try for say as politicians, we give the impression to the public say now we don't sign no more concerned about now we may go before. With na election for elect we back to office. So how the rules there for day, how for the what about all the other issues they will say Leone they complain about this constitution?
But again,
the one they will keep them say after towards the election. I know that say it's expensive for the election. You understand?
But again, before we can
afford right now for do a referendum. And then 2 years down the line in 2028, we'll do an election. Because they cost you about the same amount of money, 70 million upwards. We as a country like we're not able to afford. But nothing all wrong. For make the next election, we go cut down on the cost. We take people that are Sierra Leone vote for the leaders then, and at the same time they vote for the constitution in the referendum. It happen all over the world. If not that, if not cost to one court. But what in me they say is, yes, alone due for a constitution. But the haste at which you want pass this one at this particular juncture, when other one then they will get for pass. No make sense to me.
So from your view, why you feel say the rush day?
Well, the rush, I'm sure the rush is as a result not only of one party, I think it's in both parties. Because most of the things because most of the things they were as a result of the tripartite meeting there. The things they would all man concern say now lead to the 2023 elections who they not for repeat now you see now. But then in trying to do that now, this document, we end up not doing it. Because more take one side no more. I just want to give one example. Now you get the National Electoral Commission. Would they say the president not for appoint them? If forget what you call a search and nomination committee for search for people them and what them call. But then, who do they choose the search and nomination committee? Now the very president back. And you not tell you say the side of them they come. Oh yes, I like that side. The lawyers they get the all facets of society then try for make them get representation. But now you they appoint. Not to if you say okay, they are and we don't know which kind of committee this. Whether an ad hoc committee, we just the meeting and tell with somebody get vacancy, or whether a standing committee. We for no. Because if an ad hoc committee, if you make it worse. Because today I go appoint this one, I choose them and there, you understand where I want to choose, who I know say they will support me views or get sympathetic to me the people that I want, I put them inside it from the different areas.
Mr. Tijansi, from your experience and that document the way you wholly understand, would you say that document they gets the interest of the public or now the political party then your interest in the push sonoma?
Well, they get both because the political parties there, you understand how they shape public opinion, and then how they represent the public. You understand? But you go see say a more geared towards the electoral process, where the greatest beneficiaries in that process are we, the politicians. So if you talk about benefit, yes, the benefit we more. You understand? But that he get interest to everybody else. Because now we they vote.
If you are
the
to
public now they
advise,
vote.
if you are to advise based on what you don't see, what you go say to the office of the AG and that of Parliament regarding that document?
I would say more do it properly. I would say may these documents come back because this document, you're not going to do justice to this document. As it stands so right now, I can tell on a 4-5 side of it, where, not proper.
Tell we the thing they're not proper.
Okay, that I don't tell when I want this now. You say you want strengthen the you want make the electoral management body them, more effective, more independent. Then now you they choose the people them back because now so you come back to look at. He say the president shall wear there is a vacancy in the office. So say the president who say vacancy in the office of the chief electoral commission or members they within the electoral commission. For appoint a search and nomination committee, for nominate the chief electoral commissioner and the members there. There you see put a one person from interreligious, one legal practitioner, one person this, one person representing the private sector. You see this one person representing the private sector, Labour Congress or Employers Federation. Which one now? Which one? All the side they have to be represented. You understand? Because you can't say private sector and Labour Congress and Employer Association are two different people there. The one that they employ with, the other one are the workman there. And they all get different interests. You understand? So many things, But then the main thing is, now the same president, what you say not for choose the chief electoral commissioner now they choose the people that they go find the one the way that they can get. A better way to have done this is you have a standing committee who go there for that. For anybody for choose people them na the election management bodies, PPRCO and electoral commission standing committee and all the membership they have to be chosen by the association or the institution who then they represent.
So now the drafter they not thinking well?
No, now what thing they give the drafter now they put down.
Because people like
when the drafter do they send out to now. But we could make amendments.
People like Reverend James Lahai of the National Elections Watch knew in all a view say the entire tripartite committee, the agreement, now be a selfish agreement when I just two sets of people and go sit down and agree say now this will for change, we for go amend the constitution.
I agree with them because I think to say that body before don't expanded past that because I believe say the issue they would them in the delve in that tripartite, therefore we all know this country.
But again, the tripartite now it come as a result of two people who they make plabber.
Yes, two people will make plabber. But the understand for talk the case and for the place forward, not necessarily be to say and then two people they no more for doing. Now two people they make plabber, now two sets of people they make plabber at this country also. The one who they fed the people then we will be the fed them back, you understand? But at the end of the day, we get different institution, then people they come together. We invite for make peace also.
You say for you this document not proper, and
yes,
you
I
not
think
feel
it's- I
say
think to
it's
say not for
timely.
I don't think so it's timely now. I think to say for do properly by sending the two documents together, than a one. And I believe say entrenched and untrenched clauses for go to the people. Let them vote. Although the constitution say and entrenched clauses now for vote for, but once you don't mix them together, that nine are the pattern everywhere. Once you don't mix them together, send all, nothing wrong for send all go to the people. And are they against them because not to good optics to give to the people? They say now only this is because election they can only decide who concern election. Now no more go get priority now for go pass. This document, you understand, it concerns everybody. There are so many things who for the inside the constitution who would think to say holistically for take and go to the people. And as long as it don't take 5-6 years from the last time we do constitution, you get for review and back. Because in a dynamic world they live, things happen every day. Challenges they carry every day. Cases then they go court every day where they make constitutional challenges. You they see the lacunas in the constitution every day. Even this presidential system of government, some of who they complain with every day because the executive get too much power and they're not accountable to the people. I have always supported and I will continue to support the parliamentary system of government. We will know that and they say the minister there, the prime minister, they accounted direct to we two members of parliament. If you believe, if the prime minister, if we get prime minister in this country, where they go every week in a parliament for go tell parliamentarians them for answer questions about how this country they run. You think to say 30 people, 40 people for come say they want to be prime minister there or there? Like how they come up for president? It's not possible. Because number one, you get for be a very good debater. Number two, you get for show leadership skill in the parliament for make come a parliamentarian and they bear you. Number three, the job you can do, na serious job, and all man they watch you, and you're accountable. This is not free for all. Because the president with executive power, I can do anything we want to do. So all man free to say they can go there and they can do it.
We see yesterday, Parliament don't ask for let people and send in position papers and whether not groups or individuals regarding this amendment. You think say that go fix the problems where you identify so this morning?
No, you don't go fix the problem because as I say, what we're doing, so far what we do now for patchwork. All the constitutional review that we don't do, you understand, centered around either trying to make the institutions, the democratic institutions, they're more independent, you understand, or separate, you understand, or trying to cut down the powers of the executive, you understand. But Usai, we know they succeed for doing. Because at the end of the day, if they go cabinet and if they go parliament, Usai then go whittle and down. So me, personally, and I believe say a lot of people that share that with me, will therefore consider the particular, this kind of system we'll get right now if they work for we. I think say it all it's 10. We don't depend this from 1996. You know, not to 3 or 4 decades we depend and so. I mean, we don't go nowhere with them. Same problem, even for amend with the same problem for amend. So I think to say it all high time sometimes before they go to they get this referendum, may we revisit. May the people themselves see, may we educate the people about the two systems of government, which one they want. The one who been the pan force. We very few of we now will go through you understand, because the majority of now this presidential system on can meet. What thing they go on now. But would they see another country they will get how them politicians they accountable. And you don't prove say this the fact that we institutions they're weak, especially with democratic institutions there. Now the major problem. We don't affect the democracy in this country.
What do you fear if they continue with this process, just like how they depend and so?
What my fear is we will just go around the problem without solving the problem. Because my fear is, I mean, we'll do this right now, we'll plan for doing. So in 5 years' time, we'll be yalla back for constitutional review. I said we'll be yalla for them back.
So
If you for right now the day before parliament and you don't go through the privilege first reading, anytime parliament might call the AG for do second reading, third reading debates and make the amendments them. If parliament they listen to you now, waiting at the next step what you think say from a legal standpoint, waiting for do this particular amendment today before them?
Well, this particular amendment is just get for do with the election or they can mostly. Most of put in the inside and for do with the election or they can. If they want to do this way and they insist they go do you know, then I think to say certain areas then they will get for do properly. That's now in terms of making the election management body them really, really independent. Even in the recruitment and what they call. And I think to say then job then they not to job where you go for because like I then just say appoint. Now job they one day I think say them for advertise. Let people they apply. Let they interview people there. Let them shortlist people there. You understand? You understand that this appointment. You know. So then that way we will get people people there with integrity, people there who are independent minded for run the office there because it's very important. That's number one. Number two, if we go for pass this bill, more local side and say you forget simple majority. Me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with 55%. Because 55% give you mandate, clear mandate. Say more than half of the population of this country don't vote for you. So either we maintain the 55%, or if we incline, say, you understand, we get too many one-offs, more get what they call, no, get 50 plus 1. At least then you don't believe, say, 50% of the population and plus 1 person, you understand, don't vote for this. More than 50% must say don't vote for this person.
So the simple majority now workable.
Because simple majority, I can get 45%. Now me get the majority. I become president. I mean, even half of the people that will go vote, not vote for me. Simple majority, not simple majority. But if you define the simple majority, because that about 50.1 self, you are call a simple majority. But you understand that it gets more than 50% of the vote. Then this other one, 20%, 2/3 of the country, na chaos.
Why you say as
because if you don't get 55%, when that's na in your hands, I don't get the mandate of the people for one. Then you can begin tell me say now only half of the country I get 20%. So therefore I not for be president, not to chaos. Not to chaos that one day. Suppose be 55% come out. Now we get 16 constituencies. Suppose 8 or 9 constituencies. I mean, 16 districts. Suppose 8 or 9 districts there. Give me that majority there. The other side, I just get 10, 15%, 50%. I don't win. I get my percentage. You can't talk, say, no, well, you don't win, but tell me how the supporter them will believe. How the majority of say, I don't vote for you. What thing will happen in that situation then? So, not in the last one. So, why for bring that inside? That's how up well. No make am. Because until we make an idea, well.
This simple majority, now one way the APC will be part of the tripartite we get all the things there. Say not to dandy, then being bargained for during the tripartite agreement. Then being bargained for this 50+1 with 25%. Now at least 8 districts them na the country. But where this going before then a parliament, most of the things they would agree for, they don't see them inside the amendments.
So this just support what I say earlier on that what in they discuss now this most of what in they this amendments now what in the two party they agree now the tripartite. From what you talk to what in they the difference small because the whole idea is then decide say they for touch that 55%. Not so? Two, then decide now say before win certain districts, then you understand for make you qualify. So if this space, more just look what you say the reverend say. If we open this space, make more people can inside, make more people can participate. So until the idea they are what they bring can for don't get up from that stage there. Because when I just the politician, all them concerned about you and you understand each and every one they their own interest. All man wants for getting higher ground. That is understandable. Because politics is all about ambition. Ambition versus ambition in politics. So they meet now that will happen. But when I say the reverend say, if we move open, maybe more people can inside, you understand it. Or even this tripartite, like how then they go so for consultation now. Who then they invite consultation. If you will invite that consultation at that stage, will not be forgetting kind of problem they already get.
So now from the tripartite negotiation, they miss them?
Now from there they miss them, yes. Because the interest, I'm sure, was not national, was more parochial, more partisan. And constitution, as I said yesterday, when they look at the constitution and you want to amend the constitution, once glass is way for pull, Now you party glasses. You put the green, white, and blue glasses, the salon glasses, and look at. So that anything we did inside there, now what thing will bring progress kind of salon, what thing will ensure peace, unity in this country.
So this not reflects national?
Yeah?
Na party lens you dey see?
Na party lens I dey see because most of what in there, you understand there, you self don't talk and say APC say, what in they decide na the tripartite, most of them, you understand there, they modify them now. So obviously, now APC the lens, NSFP the lens, now him going for make up the tripartite. You understand? The one they did the question, you understand, future election, the one they did the defend. So at the end of the day, they reach a midpoint. Oh, now this will get now. Even though the midpoint now, they say the grumble say, they modify them in certain aspects.
So you don't believe, say, even this window, the door open, so let people carry the position papers. You don't believe, say, go reflect or change anything, waiting, they don't agree, say, they want for do?
It go influence, it go influence maybe like putting at the talk so, like the amendment there. It might not. Because of parliament, you don't reach parliament now, you don't reach to the people who vote for make law for we.
Mm-hmm.
Me no good things to say the influence at this stage go be great too. It will be minimal. The theory for influence na the term where they pan the process for getting together.
Now be an oversight for bringing more people na the tripartite, or that be deliberate.
Well, I don't know whether I'm not able to talk.
Exactly
I'm not able to talk. You understand because I don't really know how that thing they form. Whether now we grab form or whether now the international community bring it together. I think now the latter.
Now the international community, because there was a standoff in governance. The
Yes,
APC they're not satisfied with the elections, so they're not.
Well, if not the international community, then maybe they're not being passive like how they passive and so at that time say this process you understand should be all inclusive, especially when they talk about issues then which will lead to constitutional amendments and constitutional changes to constitution.
Let me talk about why important side we talk say this entire process don't make mention of the judiciary. Wait for you. If then they amend or review the constitution, the judiciary in one side we then for focus on.
Mm-hmm.
But this 23-page amendments where they now in parliament sat inside them about the Chief Justice informing the Chief Electoral Commission about petition cases. What in you make up of that amendment the way the AG propose when it comes to the Chief Justice or the judiciary?
No, that one they may not get problem with that one because if it matter day before the courts, then obviously they not go the chief. I mean the how they call and the. And I could just tell the electoral commissioner say not declare not declare until you understand the case done or not swearing nobody until the case done because before now as you win election next minute they don't swear you in so at times. When you go to court now and say you go in futility because the man already assumed power. So this now really for block that process there, which is good. Make sure say we don't go court, we don't decide whether or not you're a president before you would then call. So I don't think it's a problem though, and I think that in a good idea.
So whose aspects of the judiciary will you think say missing from the amendment? Maybe they expect at least
they strengthen what thing they do now, they strengthen the other institutions then. What we call election management institutions there. But then what about the judiciary? We think say the judiciary is strong enough at the moment, enough inside no need strengthening, like how they are strengthening. We left the Judicial and Legal Service Commission, make them just how we compose right now with the Chief Justice as chairman, make them they choose judges. Or do we want to like how
there is a problem with how it compose now?
No, yeah. Well, now you get the Chief Justice, you get the head of the Court of Appeal, you get the Solicitor General, one member from the bar, and then other people then from outside. I think we can make it more what they call why in the appointment of Chief Justice and what they call and other members of the what they call we not go get something professional like this. Why anybody can just come on sack Chief Justice, appoint Chief Justice. That is not good for the independence of the judiciary. That's not a separation of powers. Now, I'll tell you, say, because what we need in this country, as I say, if you don't cut down some of the powers of the executive, especially the presidency, the institution they will suppose for guard with democracy, then go weak. And when they're weak, problem. One of the problem then we see now. Anything then talk about yourself. You look at the last election. You know how sad that is. For make a political party lost election, you see foul play day. But you say no, they go court because you not trust the court system. That's no good. I'm a lawyer. Not a good image that one day, for a sacred institution like the Golden Court. Look what in that woman talk. I watched her this morning yesterday. Where they ask. I don't know if not maybe or would I mean they ask if you trust the judiciary. You see, perception, public perception. And the same perception they get about neck will make with the review neck. So if the same perception there for the judiciary, I think to say we for look at the way of recruitment, the way they pull them in office, you understand that? All the things they will get for looking back.
But from a patriotic lens, where they speak this morning, you think any sitting president go on for review a constitution and let's go in powers?
Why not? The present president is going, he's not coming back. Why not? All the president they all don't see the review them constitution, not to the first time they do more. Jan Kabana in second term, and Escobana in second term, not so.
Mm-hmm. So why
you second term with the so why you get anything for lose if you do at the second term? Me I go do it because that could be my legacy what they left at this country.
So with that kind of dynamics,
I go change this presidency to prime minister, even in my first term, because I know they look for power for myself. I they look for power for the people of Sierra Leone. Or make the one they govern there accountable to.
So now that lens the past and present presidents not don't look at them.
Well, I think I hate for say that, but to a great extent I think say that they look at as Khadija always say for protect their own power. Forgetting the fact say now go you go. And you don't know that they can. How they can use that power there.
So as a nation, how for fix that?
How for fix that? Now this. Now the constitution, how we go for fix. Now we go for fix. We go for look yourself. It's not a patchwork. I don't say from this beginning where they see all the constitution, then a patchwork with it. How go make this executive, how go make her. But then at the end of the day, as Khadija right, they say, who's president we want for giving power?
But
at the end of the day, whatever suggestions we make, where is he going inside that cabinet, they come out. Some of them power then we don't find a way for restore them back.
So you think saying that because one thing where you state now that this president where they attempt now for review this 1991 constitution or make some amendments then, because we're not on the holistically about the entire review. Now just these amendments people they talk about now, forgetting that was a process where starts way from former President Kabak to President Kuruma and now President Bios don't assure the nation say it left Salon with a new constitution. But in they go. You think saying that because people in Kindena, the surrounding of them presidents there are in that seat, say, I want to succeed this president, can be a stumbling block for review, especially this one where they talk about the powers of the president?
It's possible. But in this one, because this is not to review, this is an amendment, then they amend the constitution. This one, we all know, this tripartite. And for do them thing they have for meet up the next election. Believing that once these things are done, the next election, it will be more fair, will be fairer than the last one will get. That's the idea. Unlike in the period of President Kuruma, when you have been on tell there were certain things he wanted there that were not there. So he lost the interest. In the case of Tijan Kaba, that was genuine. You understand them? Because now set up the TRC and they want for implement within the TRC say, so you start the process. But unfortunately for them, you're not within a power to make sure say you complete the process. This one will depend. So this one now see this one tripartite amendments there were.
But again,
the tripartite amendment usually they say they don't agree on certain issues.
But you know, things that because the tripartite get a threshold where they're supposed for meet for let them avoid the problems we come out from the 2023 elections. And you know, say 2 years to the elections, nobody not supposed for make any changes to the constitution. Now I make the AG they rush with some of these things.
Well, this is, if you not just the electoral, why not change the electoral laws? Constitution a big thing.
So they're not begin no business for touch the constitution.
You want to do no money or something, decide the way concerned about the constitution. Therefore, boss. That one then I will get for the people them. They get for go to the people. More go to the people. More all go around. Entrench or no entrench. And go talk, educate the people. Let them look if not constitution this what they want.
But the AG been do consultation.
No, they want the winner amendments to just the act. Then you can go amend the electoral, the election, how they call the act,
the Public Elections Act.
Public Elections Act, you know. But if you say the constitution has structures,
but at the same Public Elections Act, then we go amend ahead of the 2023 elections, we bring problems.
Well, this one
they even go to Supreme Court for interpretation because they want for do the PR. Supreme Court rule in favor of ECSL.
Yeah, because this one. You can do the amendment now. You understand? The problem not the panel because do the amendment for reflect what you design at the tripartite. To the Public Elections Act. For convenience, more just going to that.
So the
but this one not do our far for because we go and look at how we go do justice to this now. If I want look what's in the naya and what's in there for the naya back naya. I don't want to look this as against what we left behind. I don't go look this only 1991. Because we're amending the 1991, it's going through the process, you understand, it's going through the review process. So I go one look this as against the other one. For make I do justice to it. Because when you look at constitution, you look at sectional, you look at who. Like what you don't know, so I don't compare what they do for the management bodies and how the judiciary, you understand, self needs such
these powers of the president, where you believe, say, as a nation, we're supposed to go back to the drawing board and try to reduce some of the powers of the president. This constitution, like you don't say, not to the first and this way attempts don't be made for amendment. There was a Peter Tucker reports, Cowan reports, and now we don't see tripartite don't mix everything. Don't choose waiting they want, what they think say they want for focus on. During from Peter Tucker in days, Cowan in days, you feel say the conversation during then days and they reducing the power of the presidency. Because I remember vividly during the Cowan you be the follow, then kind conversation be done they go on. What make you feel say you know reflect it up till now? Then we talk to a point where we do amendment, it still not reflect the yet see for reduce the powers of the president.
Because as I said earlier on, the executive not allow it to go. Even the 1991 constitution. With this one way you see so was whittled down when they go cabinet. Because Sierra Leoneans don't want to reduce that power they for as far back as 1991, 1990. Because of the power with the CC, the then president, Sheikh Stevens, and later on more being the exact in a one-party state. Most of the recommendation they wouldn't go. They begin weakening from cabinet to parliament. Now it makes some of the clause them ambiguous. We know the presidential, we know the parliamentary, you understand there? Because box up mix all my one bring your own amendment, you understand there, for protecting your own interests. And that now continue. Now it makes same thing now it make Cowan, Justice Cowan, you know, go to go after white paper stage. You know, even go parliament. Now the white paper no more being get. The white paper self was so even then I remember you understand the journalist you understand the Basham, the white paper will come out because it was far from reflecting what in within the Cowan report.
Are the politicians being honest with the people of Sierra Leone handling this document, the constitution?
Now I say now the people of Sierra Leone for make we honest, and one way for make we honest. Now for make we give you the one whole system.
But like you said, the people in the don't they talk and say they want change. They want amendments and change some pattern of the constitution, but you know they happen because under the politicians them waiting at the top, they always find one way or the other for twist and forget on your own way.
Now this is an opportunity. AGC then they look for
position
papers. And civil societies, you understand, when they represent the people in this country, you know, journalists, when I put in a position paper there, you understand, and send and go there and talk, say, it's high time. We, the political class, reflect, you understand, on our aspiration in the document where they come.
But
not what you want. If for people what you want.
But then getting a reason for
and then at the end of the day, and then at the end of the day,
now make a
now look at they say, more send all things go to the people then, because at the end of the day, now we go for votes.
But even then votes the way they do at this time. You ask many people then go believe say them votes and not they reflect. At the end of the day, now waiting on the politician they want, on they throw at them.
How they vote not they reflect? You answer me say we not they get free and fair election.
That's questionable in 2023.
Well, 2023, you understand, maybe, but in 2023 not go respond for all the elections they would not get from 1996. We had an election, you understand, at this country also in the heat of war.
There is a big trust issue between the people and the politicians.
You understand? So you understand, if we can do it, we can always do it. We can have free and fair elections in Senegal. We've done it before and we can do it again.
But don't President Bio don't make a statement.
Even this one say 2023 is debatable.
But don't President Bio don't say elections issues not until they begin. All the time the loser they can contest elections.
But then all over the world, that is contest. But that may be process day for contest.
Amy feels say there should be a holistic review on the electoral laws, the process and procedures, even before this tripartite come. Tripartite don't come now. They don't sit down, they don't discuss, they don't agree. The same things they go to agree for. The opposition, they cry foul now, say, no, wanna modify some of them things there, we will be say. Then the government, they say, no, this not will be agree, especially they all talk about deregistering a party we fail for win 2 consecutive elections. We party they like Femi Claudio School, they say, slowly, then 2 parties, APC and SLP, want to revert back to the 1 party state. So, these documents get the potential for solve all the existing problems that we campaign elections?
No. But you say don't talk about one way exclude. But this is not the only thing they talk about, say. The tripartite should have been expanded. Because if you forget the other minority parties then view, obviously this is not going to go through. Because look, the others are independent. You don't see the man are independent candidate.
Yeah.
They say enough for belong to a political party, they forget money, they forget community support. I go know that. It is for the political parties, presidential. When the political parties put presidential candidate, then they ask her if you get money or you get what they call. So why you go ask the other? Is that not discriminating? And you don't say I'm independent. Whether I did a party or I did a party, I forget that Independence Day. I can look my party and say, look, the candidate I want to get, me not believe say this man will do the job, and say me they go stand independent. So you go say that man not qualify, that you not belong to a political party. Just left and say independent candidate there and then is independent.
Mr. Tijansi, I sure say you don't follow this conversation from where the amendment talks that say the Gazette Egona Parliament, the privilege, the hyping around them. You believe say this conversation just they among a certain set of people who I go call the elite set. But when you go down to that market woman Akuto, you don't even know it who they discuss.
At all.
So waiting happen.
Because we know they educate the woman market for no.
But the AG say all extensive consultations.
Yes, you can use extensive
consultation. Town halls.
You understand? You understand? All that one is good, you understand? But not to one green person they educate. Can't like a salon. Owner self, education will pass on my rights now. Civil societies, youth groups, and all man will take. I mean, the Attorney General alone not going able for sensitize one whole country about this. So we all get to play with your own part. And it's very important because it's a good issue. They're not concerned about that, because they get other issues that will concern them. Who care for do the living standard today. But if we educate them properly, they will become concerned. If they know that they say this, they affect all man. And this now make things stand like it's answer in this country. This now make sure say you are now we not even discuss also for go for redress the courts. Because I think they affect we. If you make the people then understand the issue then where they at play, that's not gonna make them not go interested. Because therefore do with we.
Yeah. You know a constitutional lawyer. Ideally, if a country want for change a constitution, get a new one, or want for make any amendments to any constitution, waiting supposed for be the standard comparing to other country them where we believe say they practice some sort of democracy. Waiting at the time frame where it will take before it even reach the parliament.
If you want to do a thorough job, consultation and all that one day, at least if you take a year. If you want to consult properly, deliberate properly, go to all man, because all man get for send their own. Like 1991, we all go talk. There was a period where they make people then go. Me go, the day where I go with Desmond Luke, Chief by Sebo, Yumkela, KKY, in Papa, we all go testify. That process alone, get for take months. Then you get for take and go to the people. That's the education part of it, from the chiefdom level to the what they call town hall meetings. You know, and get groups together. You understand, and different from representing different facets of life. Talk to them. Calm down. Can't sit down now. Begin to do the drafts. Do the drafts after draft. You know, go through them. At least it will take a year. And that now we wanna work assiduously.
Is that possible now?
Well, funding and other thing, okay, and bug the process. Because if your money not there, it's not easy for go around the country and tell people. And certain parts of it, they would we involve a lot of money, a lot of stationery. Because some of them committee, they are the last one who we get car one, we are over 80.
Yeah, because that's the one to got your attention. So the last time when we get the AGR, now one question that will be posed to and say, even the consultation where it say do, people still they complain say they no what's in the inside this document. And one thing we say was the Cowan committee they don't go engage. Tripartite don't happen and then take some of the things from the Cowan committee. So necessarily they don't need more engagement taken into consideration. They already engaged during the days of the Cowan committee. So you think they waiting inside the Cowan committee then reports. Some of them are outdated to a point so we need to go back to the people with some of them here before then they conclude on them.
I don't say you see any 5 years we evolve. Things go on there for do. So me personally, I mean for believe say they mean for do wider consultations. Why I say wider consultation? Because you said the talk says people they say they don't even know.
So should we cancel the Cowan committee?
You don't need for councillor. You don't need for councillor. Cowan committee, just like how Cowan committee na resource paper for you. Just like how Peter Tucker now we use na Cowan. Peter Tucker now the guiding documents. We just try for improve on them. For making it reflect, you understand, new ideas, new challenges. So the same way, that's what before do and back, make it reflect new ideas, new changes, you understand, and what they call. Because now we see all this what they call, when people let they talk, because at the time, yes, it was doing the consultation, but people will not be interested, you understand? But now when people don't come out, you understand, we are all interested. Me said in the area, but that one day. But you get other things the way you do. But now we don't come to the fore now, you know, people will not become interested. Say, wow, like we don't reach to this stage, where we don't go parliament.
So we don't hear conversation about we know they mix where the AG will go do the presentation. Suicide, the opposition leader, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, say they are in full support, but if any attempt be made for go against the normal procedure they're supposed to follow, AA members then they accuse themselves.
What's not the normal procedure?
Firstly, then get serious issues with the simple majority where the bill they say, where they before them. For them believe so not so damn they then be agree for. Then be agree for 51 plus, 50 plus 1. with 20% of at least 8 districts for meet the presidential threshold, not a proportional representation way they inside the bill. If the APC eventually recuse themselves, what are the dangers?
If the APC accuse themselves, they will not get the required votes.
But don't hear people like Honorable Guevara, a lawyer like yourself, they say else then get quorum. And we all know the voting patterns where it come in a salon parliament. The term for Lara Taylor Pierce. Everybody be the say the SLPP no get the numbers, they don't get the 2/3. They vote, then end up get them.
They get them because APC votes.
Yes.
APC vote for them. Because APC votes for them, and 4 members of APC must have voted for them. Forget that. Yeah, that's what I make that what they call, but that's not, what they call. So I think to say, they don't go good. This is not document, this is not the constitution they talk about. In as much as it go pass, but it doesn't good for rule of law, good for the optics, good for good governance. See the number 1 document, the grand norm as we can call it in law, this is not the number 1 law in the country. Where they go pass in a way people and they work out on them. To go for Sidom, we all agree to disagree, we allow the majority forget the day. I don't think to say that would be good. I don't go advise APC for do that. Before they do that one day, make we Sidom agree and say make this document go, we do it properly. Then we go disgrace yourself to the world, say we pass constitution and they work out. They're not good. They not look good, they not sound good.
So now then they negotiate. I talked to the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Tawa. He said then they negotiate, but the question now is say the APC go into that negotiation with a fixed mind. And even the statement where the minority leader make, he say be under pressure because in party, senior people be there in that room, outside the privilege being seat. And now the APC go into the negotiation with a fixed mind. So in negotiation of them kind there, waiting then 2 people there for put on the table.
Therefore go with an open mind, therefore put Salon first. As long as they go into the negotiation, we all man they try for outdoing company and putting company in an advantage position for the next election, we don't get it wrong.
Now
as I tell you from the beginning, they look constitution or make constitution with your political glasses.
Now that the APC they accuse the
with your national glasses.
Now that's the APC they accuse the SLPP of saying with this amendment to the decade.
What in the
one for
they say for the 50+1, you understand them for them because they want that for their advantage. So
but you say for the 50+1, you believe that they work for
155. Wait, they may not see nothing wrong with that constitution. I don't see nothing wrong with 55%. Anybody complain about 55% at this country? We not run almost election 55%.
The first past the post.
Yes, we not get on the first term, you understand that? When I go the second term, most like all term the second term when they go inside, somebody must get past 55, not so. You know good. What's wrong? Change something as I say we broke, but nobody not got problem with the 55% where they right now. Me know they all this one then go do so, you understand them. Me don't know what in I don't know what the advantage and disadvantage of why this they say simple majority or this they say 50+1, you understand? Because me not see nothing wrong with 55%.
Mr. Tijan, see that brings me to the question of the PR system. This proposal we then they talk about now say when you don't go parliament, so all waiting then they look for now and the type of PR system where the country for use. The document is saying Salon for go back to the PR system of elections. What's your take on that?
The PR system, you understand, I will be biased because I'm one of the top proponents of the PR system at this country because I believe say less violence, less expensive, and it will give minority parties them more say in a parliament and all that one. If the threshold is right, because the last time we get the threshold wrong, now make them no able to enter because that threshold was too high. So, what is seen here? Will they bring the distrust? Now clarity, we just say proportional representation. You can for top the type of proportional representation. The threshold. Almost party forgets for going to parliament. Then they would then left to enact. Oh, if what one now? Because you left to enact, you don't know tomorrow you have an enact in a simple majority. You don't know if tomorrow you can't go na parliament, you understand, I go and call. So Now they cause all this. I think to say now then for sit down at parliament, both sides, and look at the type of PR system we want, and how the modus operandi of this PR system and what will be the threshold. We're not for left that one to another act. For define one thing at this constitution. Because the major issue that one day. Because the way we go for a vote. Not only for members of parliament, but also for local and councillors there across the country.
Are you suggesting this entire process be suspended and merge to the 2028 elections?
That is what I want. Preferably.
Why?
It's idea. We will able to look at and make more. We will able to look at and make contribution like how they ask for consultative papers, and so now we're able to do them properly because we get the one constitution before we're able to show you who side inconsistent with who side go work, who side will work. But this is just a look at halfway. This is just one area. Elections and elections management.
But resources don't go into this process. If you're suggesting for let them put a hold on them, you know, things say now more losses because we then go begin back.
What's
more resources.
Now consultation no more we don't do.
The consultation then put resources into it.
Of course. So the consultation can continue. These consultations have been going on for how long? Let's do it right now and done with it.
Between consultation
from now to the next election, you're talking about over 2 years.
Between consultation and referendum, what do you go settle for best?
The referendum is the end product. But before you go to the referendum, you understand that people have for nothing they go vote for. We know right now. People have for nothing they go vote for. They want the way know you understand for don't look at the document and give their own opinion about that. So that when they go parliament and when they go vote for her, people are more informed. They go able to make an informed decision. If we don't spend on this from 2006, 5. Years after the Tijan Kabaka is away from that committee days. I think about that. Years over 20 years.
But this document don't go through many hands where legal practitioners and did it. People and they would expect and experts them pan the law. Why they not able to figure out some of them things here we they bring out
experts
to this stage?
This tiers will get experts, you know. Anytime we put on down, you understand, you will get new ideas about each and every stage. When the reports come up, people will give them feedback. When the white paper come up, people will give them feedback. Even when the acts come up, people will give them feedback. That's so legal document day. It's never completed until it's completed.
So what will be the guarantee say if they can go back to the people, do this after 5 years again, they no can talk about same thing and I
no, that one they not go done. Now in a dynamic document, you need to come as amendment American Constitution get. Now dynamic document, there will always be an amendment to an immortal man they deal with. And you don't say will they change. So as we change, as we attitude and they change, you understand? And as we challenges and they change, and so they need day for change the constitution. Constitution are close where they were. So if always fit we.
So could that be a reason why then
they were close to the fit you next tomorrow I don't tight by, you know.
Could that be a reason why then they push now say, well, let we just go past them as they go, we go to change them as time they go.
I suppose. But we want something where we change now, we go durable for some time. We don't want this and more do it holistically. The discussions was holistic. So now we pass the things self holistic. All the committee that were not set up, no go look one section of the constitution, they look the one constitution and make recommendations on them.
Voting na a referendum for a constitution. How is supposed for the na yes or no answer?
Yes or no, most of the time. Perhaps if you like I say this one, they say now we'll put 2 documents before them. You want presidential system or you want parliamentary system? You want president or you want prime minister? That can be another one.
I hope say Parliament go to listen to you because from the comments, a lot of people and say you give hope to Salone people in this morning. You speak from a patriotic lens, not from a partisan perspective. And hopefully before we end, they hope forget the AG online for tell we about the call for position paper where they don't put out yesterday with Parliament for letting. That's before we can look at people in comments, Mr. Tijansi. The time we then put this call for position paper and with the kind speed with the entire process they go with, so You think say they will get enough time for take people and position paper, review and try for incorporate some of the things them inside this bill? Because according to the age way if they do in presentation to MP them, it say this particular bill, there is still room for review. There is still room for let them build on them so that they will get perfect laws them ahead of 2028 elections.
Well, it depends on Parliament and timetable because you say they don't do first reading.
Yes.
Whereas until after first reading, they want for allow people for before they go to second reading. Sometimes between that period, they want for listen to people and view, you know, before they say go into the chamber and debate. It's not bad if not that then they do. There will be time for that. But maybe for like before the process starts. Get the pre-legislative stage and don't do all that one day before even they do the first reading.
That's not the view of so many people and say like then Parliament they listen to the public where they miss on some side the public raise alarm then come back to the thing where they be supposed for don't do first. You hold that view there as well?
I hold that view, yeah. I think to say that not fair view.
All right, continue for the week. A lot of messages don't come in. Let me just read the message and we don't come inside and we go come back to you. The very first message we are going to read from the YouTube channel. The Sulaiman Mansari, they say, how can they tell us that the PR system should replace Article 38 in the Constitution without telling us which type of PR system and the citizens are crying after the past PR system elections?
This one where they come out from Koskobi, they say, thanks for this edifying conversation, Mr. Tijansi. Jah bless.
David Tholi na the YouTube channel say, Mr. Tijansi, listening to you this morning makes a lot of sense. I hope the key players listen and work with some of your advice.
Salifu Kamade Sila Fode, they say he's an SLPP but still stands for the truth. God bless you for saving our democracy.
All right, we look at more messages. This one from Abbas Sila, it say, God bless you. Continue to speak the truth.
This one they come out from Abubakar Rashid. They say, Lawyer Tijansi, you really educate me this morning. You not true Sierra Leone Peking.
Sulaiman Kamara say, put the people, not the politicians, at the center of the Constitution. Protect ordinary citizens, not those in power. Any review that mainly benefits the president or the ruling party, political elites, it has already failed.
Kanu Ishmael Lamin Sati, they say, Mr. Tijansi, you made it clear that the will of the people should be recognized. Thank you for interpreting the Constitution to the public for better understanding.
Shekoman Said say the simple majority in any elections is not democratic. Allow the 55% called for runoff, wherein all other political parties should join both sides, which is more democratic.
Cherno Jalo, they say, since the discussion of amendment of Constitution started, Lawyer Tijansi has been the best debater of it. Personally, he discusses beyond partisan, and that's what Constitution should be about.
Shako, they say the so-called bill itself is not timely. Why are they hiding from stakeholders, opposition parties, etc., while putting this so-called bill together before even thinking of bringing it to the parliament?
All right, so they look at more messages. We don't come inside the program this morning. Hassan Junior Bundu, they say, Lawyer Tijansi, you sincere and honest. He's grounded and know how to analyze political issues. Kudos to you, sir. These are people who speak fearlessly and stand up for truth with integrity.
This other one say, calling out politicians, sitting governments, their old and bad ways of doing things against citizens. Is it a crime? What about the freedom of expression and citizens' basic rights? I think this gets to do with the issue between the APC and the PPRC.
Edward Bassi Conte, they say, my decision to become a lawyer has always been the best decision for me personally, and this senior legal man, Baja Tijansi, has proven to me why lawyers are called landed. Thank you, sir.
This one say, why joining entrenched clauses in the Constitution with clauses that are not entrenched in a bill? These guys have something in their sleeves. Even the 55%, which is good, they see it's not normal for a reason.
This other one from Siseman Will, they say, Lawyer Tijansi, your conversation on this constitutional amendment, I'm impressed with your submission. older the juice, the sweeter the berry. It's not timely and more partisan. You speak and represent the voice of the voiceless this morning. Long live Mama Salon.
This one from Kalia Silvanos Hardin. They said the presidential system of governance gave more power to the president than the parliamentary system.
Lux Esba, they say to be financially independent is fundamental for someone's credibility. Tijansino de Libele, so very comfortable to say his mind.
All right, we look at small messages. We don't come in the program.
Thomas,
Shako Tijan Kamara says, thank you, my mentor, for your patriotic mindset. May God bless you.
Thomas Rogers, they say, completely agree with you, Lawyer Tijansi. We need a parliamentary system of government. It will reduce the powers of the executive, and the executive will be accountable to the people. And week in, week out, we will see our ministers debating issues, and institutions will be more stronger than men in power.
Samuel Mansare says we should have hope in Sierra Leone. We have patriotic Sierra Leoneans. One is Suleiman Banja Tijansi Esquire. He sounds so honest and sincere. Continue to be a patriot, sir.
Sal Yukano, they say there is need to deepen the engagement looking at the literacy percentage in Sierra Leone. What about those that can't do position papers?
All right, a lot of messages we don't come in. This one from Lux Esba, it said to be financially independent is fundamental for someone's credibility. Okay, I think this we don't need that one.
All right, quick one before Kanto Tijansi. Junior Baba, they say, I'm proud of you for life. We need more of you in this country so we can move on this country. The last one we go take from Sheikh Omar Jallo, they say the government sudden rush to implement the electoral provision of the amended constitution is clearly driven by the 2028 election cycle. This move shows a lack of sincerity toward the electorate. Credit to Baja Tijansi for stepping up to educate the public and even the Attorney General on what's truly at stake. Well, from the messages, then there are too many messages. But love just come quickly to Mr. Tijansi. It's like the man of the moment.
Thank you for the kind sentiment.
And in as much as you acknowledge the sentiments, moving forward, now we see all over the place now, the information are for let people and put together position papers. What will you say to the public regarding those position papers we go to Parliament? Because if they are calling for these position papers, we never can tell whether or not their views will be reflected, but how serious them for take this opportunity.
Once, as somebody rightly say, some people no sabi really their rights for right position paper, but they get idea. But how they say one see this country for go before. They want the way people right, may they right. They want the way people right with people, they may they represent the people and they may they right. They want only people right. When I get on an MP there, each district gets past 5 MP or about 5 MP. When I go to an MP there, when I tell them what's in our own view. When I call them a phone, when I tell them what's in our own view. The whole idea is make them self get what una self feel. This constitution are for we all. Nobody no gets constitution passing company. Now we all for Sidom, we all idea reflect in that constitution. So when I not Sidom, when I can call on an MP, when I tell her what he want to do, when I get picking.
But some of them say they don't even know the MP because of the PR system.
No, then go must know. Then picking them go must know. Each area, them I know say the last election will not be publicized like I would do during the Tijan Kaba era, where they put all the, what they call them. But
somebody just say, this on a lighter note, I got in Maitland say, Kudus Tijansi. Then the other hand, they say, we need you as an independent candidate.
Well, they don't begin. I will not talk, say, if the people they ask for me, I will come out. So because the voice of God is the voice of the people is the voice of God. You know, you not reach the threshold yet. Now one person no more say so first.
What's the threshold they look at?
Then I think say how they call the radio station. I mean the TV station AYV. Then say be asked that question. Say then ask if they're number one. Then don't beat. So don't get three now. So you look like see the station and they not begin call.
What's the threshold they look for?
And when a lot of people say that, then I think I'll
Which you
consider
call
it.
a lot of people in numbers. Give me figures.
Thousands.
Okay.
For political party, na hundreds, but for national, na thousands.
Okay.
So,
You will respond to some of these comments.
okay. As I say, I tell you all thank you, and una make we all use this opportunity where the Attorney General and Parliament don't give we for express review what we think about this document, and generally what you think about the constitutional. Review where they go on. What you think about this bill? Whether we think to say that for pass them or not. That now review. Una like me to express me also. Una self. How me make una express una view? Because the members of parliament now who then they represent. You understand? And therefore can't we back 2028 for vote. So if you don't tell them what they for do, then go do what they not for do, and what thing for do. So me they call on me people them. We all vote and we all get members of parliament. More offending members of parliament and they make tell them what to believe.
So as then they encourage them for use this opportunity and make them positions be known to the parliament and the one the way they handle this bid, whether the AG office or every other possible concern. What you will say to them also regarding the reflection of the people and views, because these are some of the fears where the people get. So they might express their views and don't know if you go reflect.
Well, likewise, I don't tell the people them. Say what them give them views, they know what thing for do. Likewise, I tell the members of parliament and say they know the repercussions. We want people listen also for good, then you know good outside them for good. Now what we call political suicide. So I hope say una go take the views of the people, because all pull we political lens and put on salon lens for look at this constitution and this amendment where they before parliament.
If we miss and during this time,
we go get them back, but beaucoup damage go don't cause. Like how beaucoup damage they go on right now.
waiting at some of them damaged then.
No, bro. No, can't start new one again.
No, we are not starting.
Well,
waiting at some of them damaged.
now they will try for correct so the institutions them, you understand them? Would they say one strength in how they choose the election management body them, because we find out say they're not independent, not so. So if they do haphazardly, they will continue for compromising the same institution they have, and if the institution does not work, then will democracy continue for their at stake.
All right, many thanks, Mr. Tijan C. Will you join with this morning? Supposed to forget the AG, but unfortunately not be able to join we. I guess it in another engagement, but we'll try for get them now we subsequent program, and we'll try for raise with some of these issues we you don't raise. So the citizens them, how they will take ownership of this document now, because not in document. It gets for do with them.
Yes. Now make our men start that ownership day now by telling the representatives what they feel about this document what they go day before them. So
but most
and I don't say if he, but
most area and they say they're not sabi the representative, they not get representation because of the PR system.
let them find out. they must know one or two. I know say there must people like all man must get someone in the community who know one or two of the MP there. When I find out, Salon man, if we want to find out anything, they find them out. Let we not know now. I no doubt me people there. They will find them.
All right, thank you very much. We join with that's Suleiman Bajati Jansi, a constitutional lawyer. As we continue with this conversation, as we tell Una last week, we serve the media get a responsibility for ensure say we bring them conversation. They are bringing different opinion and bringing different views. Then bringing people who are experts in discussing some of these issues, so that the citizen them go get clear understanding of waiting they happen now. This now the constitutional amendments where they go on, where now the AG in office they before by this matter, and the constitution are a document where now the people then get them. So just like waiting Tijansi say, if they want for touch them, the people and now for tell the politician they or leaders them outside them for touch, we then can call a referendum process. So we'll continue for bringing experts them and see what side now some of the gaps them where they in the process, and how the one the way they before the process go before close then gap there through the various conversations them where we they all. Well, this is the breakfast show, and as we go left you for today. Continue for watch Liberty TV throughout the day as we get very interesting programs and contents they will they upload for now. una, as this now your only digital public interest platform where they bring can to you free, fearless, and inclusive stories. Many thanks to the entire production team, where Musa Saukoma lead the technical team, and the entire production team we support you for bringing this edition come to una. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed day.
All right, until we meet again, Mabel Kabade say get a good day. Don't forget to go for bringing an update regarding the APC Secretary General, where the CID invites this morning. Throughout the day, we're going to bring on more information about that and other issues where they happen. Till we meet again, get a good day and goodbye.
Me phone and they charge. Me also always get lights. Me picking and able for study. Me now super kaiba. I for enjoy.
Yes, sir! Plenty Soba Kaiba don't boss! Orido Punado, the mega campaign all over the country. When they turn all man to Soba Kaiba, just die and star 500 ash for activate the Soba Kaiba offer and talk Poku or die and ash 144 ash or use Maxit for pay with orange money anytime, any side and stand chance for win. Soba price them every week like Solar kits them. Okada generator and every month one person will win keke or in they give you the power for build your life, support your family and better your community. You self can live the Soba Kaiba life.
Orange.
Building tomorrow today with Right Move. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Right Move Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Right Move, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Right Move Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future.